Hey guys, Brandon here. Now, in today's video, we're going to explore Lochaven, a Conway, South Carolina, new construction D.R. Horton community. But what you need to know is this video could be the difference in you making a profitable primary residence purchase or not. You might end up buying a resale home and not getting all those great incentives, the $8,000 in closing costs, all the great incentives, the 3.99% interest rate that you can get with DHI if you click off this video. I don't want that to happen for you. I want you to make an excellent home purchase. So I'm going to go over all of your numbers. For all you first-time home buyers and even those wanting to upgrade, we're going to explore all of the operating expenses for owning and operating your own home, as well as how much money you need out of pocket to get into that deal. And we're going to look at how well these properties in our market have appreciated over the past decade. And I can tell you, over 10 years, we're talking $283,000 for your average 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. Well, I don't want to hold us up, guys. Let's get into the video.
Hey Brandon, how you doing? I'm Ryan Siciliano with D.R. Horton here at the Lochaven community. Come on in, let's check out the Eden model. All right, let's check out the Eden model here. The Eden's a 3-bedroom and 2-bathroom split plan. We'll come in and take a look at the guest rooms near the front of the home with amazing closets. And you're gonna love this open living space. Check it out. You know, I think out of all of my single level homes, this has gotta be the biggest and most open kitchen that I have. Check out this island. There's plenty of space and room for entertaining, and you have your eat-in kitchen, dining area, kind of separate, but it's together with the rest of the flow of the home here. Let's take a peek at the outdoor space here. Lochaven's built on this 55-acre lake. Some of the locals tell me it's about 200 feet deep. People come from all over Conway and come fishing in here, catch and release, of course. But it's awesome to see people come and fish. Sometimes I'll see homeowners push off a little kayak or a canoe right on the water. It's very peaceful, very serene. In this plan, your primary is separate from the other bedrooms. Come take a peek. Brian, did you notice how the LVP flooring runs through the living space and into the primary bedroom and bathroom? There's like no seams, only the front bedrooms are carpeted, so it's a nice flow. It's waterproof and it's scratch resistant. Let's take a peek in here. There's a mud area and your laundry room, and then a very, very ample 2-car garage.
All right, guys, so let's work through your numbers for owning and operating a new construction home. Now, I've got a purchase price of $434,049. Obviously, D.R. Horton has homes that are cheaper. They also have homes that are more expensive. I've landed on $434,000 for our purposes for this illustration. Now, our down payment of 3% of that purchase price brings us to $13,021.47. On a monthly basis, that's $1,085.12. Now, I'm going to explain why I broke it down to a monthly basis in just a minute, so keep watching. Now, again, your closing costs were $8,680.98. That's an estimated closing cost. Of course, if you do use DHI, D.R. Horton, they're going to cover the $8,000 worth of your closing costs, so you might not have to pay those at all. Now, acquisition costs. We're talking about attorney and inspections. I've got you at $1,970. I've got $1,500 for an attorney. I've got $350 for a home inspection. I've got another $125, $120 for a CL 100. That's going to bring us to a subtotal of $23,672.45. Now, on a monthly basis, that comes out to $1,972.70. If you want to purchase a $434,000 home, you need to start setting aside $1,972.70 every single month. And within 12 months, you're going to have the money that you need to get into your new construction home. Now, let's keep going. Now, your principal and interest was $32,256. That does assume a 6.6% interest rate for a fixed rate mortgage over 30 years. Now, obviously, DHI, the preferred lender for D.R. Horton, can do much better on that interest rate. So you need to get in contact with me so that I can get you connected to DHI, and you can get an even cheaper interest rate and afford more home. But more on that later. Now, your mortgage insurance was $2,904. You have to have mortgage insurance on the property when you're purchasing it, when you put down a 3% down payment. Now, your taxes for 2023, we've got you estimated at $2,200. That's for the year, not the month. Yes, South Carolina taxes are cheaper. $2,200 for the year. That's it for your property taxes. Your insurance, we've got you estimated at $2,500 for your homeowner's insurance. Your landscape and lawn, obviously, you're going to take care of it every month for the next year. We've got you at $1,800 for the year. And then your pest control, we've got you at $720 for the year. Now, maintenance and repairs, painting, roof repairs, plumbing, and HVAC service. This is what I want you to think about. With a new construction home, you should be able to wipe this line item off the list. That $4,340.49, you don't have to worry with. In my opinion, you shouldn't have any major maintenance repairs to be done in, I would say it's safe to say your first 5 years, maybe even as far as 10 years, you shouldn't be fixing any kind of major things on your home. Your home is going to come with lots of warranties, lots of coverage, and that line item can be totally taken off the list. But we've included it for, first-time home buyers so that they have a good idea of what they can expect when maintaining a home. Now, your HOA was $720 for the year. That's $60 per month. It brings you to an annual subtotal of $49,240.49 and a monthly subtotal of $4,103.37. Now, I did skip over your utilities. Let me go back, guys. We've got you estimated at $150 a month for utilities. That's $1,800 for the year. Again, keeping those subtotals exactly where they are. Now, here's what I cannot wait to share with you about purchasing a home in the Myrtle Beach market. Guys, if you would have purchased a home in 2015, the average 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom in our entire market came out to $398,562. You fast forward to 2025, that same average sold price is now $682,015. Guys, we're talking about $283,453 in appreciation in 10 years. Guys, that's almost $30,000 a year. That's $28,000 a year that you're making in appreciation each and every year that you own your own home. For many Americans, owning their own home is the largest wealth builder in their entire lives. If you do not own a home and you're interested in owning a home, please give me a call. 843-360-1737. For all of you investors looking for a great market for long-term rental properties, D.R. Horton is popping out construction homes as fast as possible in Myrtle Beach's market because our market has been exploding for the last 3 years to the tune of $283,000 in appreciation. If that sounds like a good investment for you, give me a call. It's 843-360-1737.
Lochaven homes are released when they are at stage 1, which is obviously the very beginning of the construction process. The slab hasn't been put yet at that stage. So homes can take anywhere from, let's say, 5 months. Okay, now, we do have homes for sale that are move-in ready, and depending on your financing situation, we can get a buyer in a home like that in maybe 21 to 45 days.
Wow, guys. So basically, if they're seeing an active listing in the MLS, they're seeing it on Zillow, that's most likely a property they can go ahead and get in 30 to 45 days.
If it has occupancy permits.
Yep.
So we can take a peek. These gentlemen are prepping the slab right now. That home is in stage 1, so it is released for sale. That would be something that might be for 5 months lead time.
Now, how about something like this right here?
So this guy looks like it's in pre-drywall. It looks like it's getting ready for drywall and insulation. I would say that that home is maybe 2 to 2.5 months.
What about, so a home like this?
This guy looks like it's in stage 9. It likely doesn't have occupancy permits yet, but it's getting pretty close. I would say that home might be 30 to 40 days from completion.
Look at that, guys. And as you can see, in fact, let's just pull over right here because I want to say something to them. Guys, this right here, do you see this right here? Do you see these guys out here working right now? They could be building, that could be your home. Pick up the phone, give me a call. It's 843-360-1737. I'd like to help you get introduced to Ryan and purchase that home right there. They're constructing homes like it is going out of style here in Conway, South Carolina, and the price is very affordable and you get a lot of bang for your buck. Now, one of the big points, or one of the big wins, in my opinion, with purchasing in Conway as opposed to Myrtle Beach, yes, it is going to be a little bit further out of a drive, but wouldn't you say, what, you're 15 minutes away from... You know, you're 15 minutes away from Myrtle, right?
Yeah, I would say that. Maybe 15 minutes away from the college. To the ocean, if we're going to go to the ocean, I would say that's
half hour?
Yeah, maybe 25 minutes to a half an hour.
Yep.
I know I can get to the Historic Downtown Conway in less than 5 minutes. So it's...
Yeah, so yes, you're going to be a little bit further out, but you're also going to be out of all the hustle and bustle. You won't have to deal with any kind of traffic, really. You know, but you're getting more bang for the buck. Now, the further that you get from the ocean, the more home you're going to get for your buck. So if you want to get the feeling of, you know, kind of having your own space and not being in all the hustle and bustle of Myrtle Beach, you can be just outside of it in a neighborhood like Lochaven, and you're going to get an excellent home, a lot more home than if you were to purchase in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now, guys, this is real simple and very easy. Why should you hire an outside real estate agent when purchasing a D.R. Horton new construction home? Well, I'm going to give you 5 simple and easy reasons. Number 1, independent representation. Guys, you're going to want somebody that's looking out for your best interest. When you work with the D.R. Horton rep, obviously they're going to provide the best service that they can, but they do work for the company. Now, if you hire an outside agent, you're going to have somebody there, you know, kind of as that independent person throughout the entire process to make sure that what you need and what you want in the deal is being guarded and protected. And that's something you can't skip on. Now, negotiation expertise. Obviously, you're going to want somebody bringing a whole nother set of thought processes, opinions, someone that's familiar with how our market, you know, the customs of our market and how much you can potentially get off on a purchase price, and that's used to working with these reps. You want somebody that's got a great rapport so that you get the best deal. Trust me. Market knowledge. You want somebody that's got plenty of market knowledge. You want to make sure that you don't overpay for something. You want to make sure that you put your hands on the exact right product at the right place, and you need an outside agent to ensure that for you. It's that simple and that easy. Unbiased advice. Hands down, when you hire an agent to work for you, they're going to look out for your best interest throughout the entire process. Now, I am by no means saying that D.R. Horton agents are going to do you in. Of course not. At the same token, there is nothing wrong with having somebody representing your best interest throughout the entire process. And then finally, customized guidance, guys. You know, an independent agent pretty much tailors their services to specific needs and preferences and provides personalized support throughout the buying process. Now, yes, D.R. Horton absolutely has agents that go above and beyond and helps to ensure that you have an excellent process. But why not have another agent doing that same thing, lifting another load off of you throughout the process? If you've got two agents that are working together to ensure that you've got the best deal, that you're getting the most support, and it doesn't cost you anything else, why in the world wouldn't you do it? Take us to school on amenities, community features. How does Lochaven stack up?
So we don't have a pool here per se, but we do have a very large lake, and we have built an acre of common space up on that big lake. I'm going to take you there right now.
Now, one thing I do want to point out real quick is, for many Americans, the appreciation that they make on their home is the largest wealth builder that they will have over their lifetime. Who wouldn't want an HOA protecting that investment for them? You'll be thankful that they did 10, 15 years up the road when you go to sell that property. Which brings me to another real quick D.R. Horton story. I was recently talking with Vince over at Arbron Woods, and he let me know that he had a client that purchased a D.R. Horton home. He made, within 2 years, he made $150,000 in appreciation on that home, sold that home, paid off some credit card bills, and then turned around and bought a nicer home with all the money he made in appreciation. Then he's already up another $100,000 in appreciation on his new D.R. Horton home. So the D.R. Horton homes can be an excellent wealth builder for you and your family. If you want more specifics on that and possibly even strategies, get in contact with me. Again, my phone number is 843-360-1737. All right, now we are on site at that common area. Ryan, take us to school.
So Lochaven, like I said, is built on this huge lake that's behind me, and we understand that not everybody's going to have a home on this big lake, and I understand that. So we've set aside 1 acre of common space so that any homeowner who doesn't live on the giant lake can come and enjoy the space. So we've parked our golf cart on the street. We have all this space here. We see a beautiful view behind me, of course, at a couple of bench swings, and then as we traipse down there, we're going to see a fire pit as well. So homeowners can come, have a little small bonfire, and really enjoy the scenery here.
Not bad. And I see some boats over there.
Yeah, though, as long as it's a non-motorized boat, a paddle boat,
pontoon.
Well, maybe not quite a pontoon, not a speedboat or anything along those lines.
Kayak.
A kayak, a canoe, those kinds of things are permitted on this lake.
Absolutely. So you can have some boats out here, but there are some rules about that, guys. All right, Ryan, take us to school on how far healthcare is, how far are the schools, what are the schools out here, and let's even talk a little bit about recreation in Conway.
Okay, so Kingston Elementary is the designated elementary school for Lochaven here. I would say that's about 10 minutes away. The high school is Conway High. Again, maybe 12 to 15 minutes for Conway High School. Recreation, we are about 5 minutes from downtown Conway. You can go to the Riverwalk there. My family just had professional photos taken there around Christmas time.
For all of our people that don't know what the Riverwalk is, kind of explain it to them.
It's this huge, kind of almost like boardwalk situation that's on the Waccamaw River, and it's right near some really nice restaurants.
Restaurants are right out there, yeah.
The peanut factory's there, and a lot of other ones.
And it's super scenic, super beautiful. It's like something out of a magazine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, Hallmark recently filmed a Hallmark movie called Christmas in Conway down in the downtown area.
Now, speaking of Hallmark, Conway itself is like a Hallmark movie. I mean, it's like one of those sleepy little southern towns where you join the city board, and they do festivals, they decorate the town, you know. I mean, it's literally one of those places where you definitely want to go to it, you definitely want to see it, you definitely want to walk around. They have plenty of eating, shops, restaurants. It's a cool little spot. And it's only, how far away?
5 minutes tops.
5 minutes. All right, Ryan, let's cover all the financing options, all the incentives, and the special offers right here at Lochaven by D.R. Horton.
So we have a lot of financing options offered through DHI Mortgage if you use our preferred lender, DHI Mortgage, our in-house lender, and our preferred attorney. Most of them are tied to homes that are complete or getting ready to be completed, of course, right? And I was taking a look at our matrix sheet today, and I saw that with our special rate at 3.99%, which is on select homes as of today, you could have the same payment on a $350,000 home at a 3.99% interest rate as you could at market rate 6% with a $275,000 home.
How does D.R. Horton get the interest rate so much lower than buying like a resale home or going to a standard bank? You know, I mean, because it's very, very clear that by buying new construction, because the interest rates are so much lower on these new construction homes, it's more advantageous than buying a resale home, for sure. So how do they bring those interest rates down?
Of course, D.R. Horton is a huge corporation. It's not just the builder, it's the lender, a title company. We have an in-house insurance company as well. So D.R. Horton Incorporated has spent millions of dollars to buy down the rate so that our homeowners and home buyers can purchase a home, have an attractive interest rate, and really have a payment that they'll be comfortable with.
So you're going to get, by spending $350,000 using DHI, their preferred lender, you're going to have a cheaper interest rate, so you're going to be able to afford more home, especially when considering the same $350,000 house as far as a resale. Additionally, new construction homes have warranties. So, I mean, in my mind, this is my opinion, I'm not saying this is D.R. Horton, I'm not saying Ryan said this, I said this. In my mind, you buy a new construction home, you're not going to have any problems for the first 10 years.
It's true. So
I mean, like, really. But you buy a resale home, you know, you could be spending $4,000 or $5,000 a year. Not only are you getting more house for your money by using their lender, but you're also not going to have to pay a bunch of maintenance and repairs fees. $4,000 or $5,000 a year could be over the next 10 years by buying a new construction home. The benefits definitely outweigh it. And then furthermore, these homes are appreciating. I mean, I just ran numbers on one, right? On the average $434,000 home, we're talking $283,000 in appreciation over the last 10 years. That's a lot of appreciation. The perks really add up when you look at doing new construction versus buying resale. Hold on, Ryan, you didn't say anything about closing costs, and I know D.R. Horton is famous for paying so much of the closing costs. What are the current closing cost incentives?
It's true. As of today, by using our preferred lender, DHI Mortgage, and our preferred attorney, we will cover up to $8,000 in closing cost credits. So that should pay for darn near all of your closing costs.
Yes. Now, even on the numbers I ran for a $434,000 home, I had your closing costs, I think, at like $8,900. I mean, they're paying $8,000 of the money that you're going to have to come out of pocket with.
It's true. To have all that taken care of just for using a specific lender that oftentimes has the best rates anyway seems like a no-brainer to me.
Now, you did mention that you have owned 2 D.R. Horton homes.
It's true. When I had moved from New York to South Carolina, my first home that I had purchased was a D.R. Horton home in Little River, and we've since upsized as our family has grown, and now we live in Carolina Forest, and again, our second D.R. Horton home. So,
now, how much appreciation did you see from the Little River home?
It was plenty. Now, I actually wish I held on to the home, because if I held on to it for longer, I probably would have gotten more money for the home. But you live and learn, and that's okay. We plan on staying in our larger D.R. Horton home for years and years to come.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks so much, Ryan. So if you've enjoyed the information that you've received in this video, please pick up the phone, give me a call, let me be the agent that you hire for your relocation, for your purchase with D.R. Horton. I'm familiar with working with these agents. I know these agents, and I'm going to bring you the best possible deal and give you the best possible support throughout the entire process. My cell phone's 843-360-1737. I get calls and emails and texts all the time from buyers just like you. Don't be a stranger. I don't care where you are in the buying process. Pick up the phone, call me, give me your questions, and let me help you make a smooth move to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.